astounded, like this can't be the case. But like art has saved my life. I know where I was before a particular poem I wrote, and I know that that poem was the doorway to me accepting myself in a way that I had never done before, and forgiving myself for something that I had done and being able to move on past that space. And then the actual act of sharing that poem, being a constant reminder, holding myself accountable, that is the type of stuff that saves lives. So I'm curious, and I would love to hear from whoever is willing to share, how has art saved your life?
If tonight is the last night you plan on breathing, if the weight of the world is so heavy on your shoulders, the only place you can see to lay down this burden is a grave. If you are so tired of existence that you want to put yourself into an eternal rest, I'm sorry I couldn't make this life more livable for you. But before you go, can I ask you one thing? When you pick up the pen to write a suicide note, write a poem instead. About all the things you love and all the things that love you, write a poem. Turn the pain into prose and see how quickly the end becomes a new beginning. Write a poem like your life depends on it, because sometimes it does. I too have known nights on bathroom floors with blood and tears spilling so quickly I do not know which one I'll run out of first. No praying to gods I stopped believing in a long time ago, that if they were real, they would help me. No looking death in the face and inviting him home for dinner like a long-lost friend I couldn't wait to get reacquainted with, but I've also known salvation. Know that if the words of your demons can end your life, then words of hope can save it. No matter how deep of a hole you think you've dug yourself into, even when holding on to life feels like grasping for air your lungs can't even keep inside of it, reach your hand out for a lifeline, and I'll give you a pen. And tell you that poetry is the pathway to survival that you never saw coming, and ain't I a testament to that? Because I am still standing after depression has brought me to my knees. After I have asked God more times to end my life than I have thanked him for giving me it, and ain't that a blessing? To survive, even when your own body has tried to kill you. To hold healing in your hand and know it well. And it gets hard sometimes because I can't remember how to be a person, much less a poet. But being a poet isn't always about pretty prose. Some days, it is just about being alive. Hell, most days, it is just about being alive here. In this place where I've seen so many resurrected, I almost call it holy, call it magic. So let me spellbind you survival, put down the razor. Don't spill blood, spill ink. Write a poem across your wrists and thighs and show everyone your scars and your story, and tell them that this is survival, this is hope, this is life through language. And never forget how hard it was to get here, to turn your back on your demons. But if the pen is mightier than the sword, then it is mightier than any mental illness that has tried to kill you. So tonight, don't write me a suicide note, put a period where there could be a comma. Write me a survivor story. And I promise you'll be here tomorrow.
You're gonna feel like you're in this bubble, and it's gonna constantly be the same emotions like overflowing you. It's like a cycle. But once you write it down, once you put it on paper, the cycle kind of ends. I've done this, I've been through this, and I'm going to continue to do this because I'm strong. I'm not going to sit here and feel sorry for myself. Poetry is an outlet. Poetry it's your outlet.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Thank you.